Well, it has been a long due that I met you guys once again. Um, we started with IPv6, and here we are. We did every port configurations, and every port now is green, which means that it's forwarding. If I sit down for that, we start the class forwarding. But now it's time for us to configure what we call the OSPF on our system. We have to configure the OSPF. But during the first one that we just did, based on this configuration, I said in every communication, there is a port that will do the forwarding, which is what we call the link looker. I did explain, and I said I will come back and explain more because we have different types of what we can say that interlinks. Okay, now we have the global as 20001. Now we have the public IP address. But for an interface to work, like BFR1 to work, BFR1 must use what we call loopback IP address. That work together with the outside interface. So you giving the IP address to this one, which is SE0/1/0, like this one. Now we need a loopback IP word address. So I'm going to give a loopback IP address like this. We are going to choose the loopback. The loopback IP address as 0. The loopback is 0. Okay. Then it's going to be FE00. Let's look at the loopback IP address of this one. Without the loopback IP address, it will be very difficult for the PCs to just, look at this. We are going to use this one. This. That is a link looker address. So the link looker, we have to give a loopback IP address. Then we'll give what? A link looker IP address as well. So don't worry, let's just configure it and let us go. It's like that. That is FE. So FE 80 column 1. That is what you have to give. So the link looker, you have to choose link looker, which is the loopback. We'll be choosing FE8, that is 802, 880 column what? 1. Then we will do that one also to this place. That one is going to be column what? 2. Then this place also is going to be column what? You said? Because this one, thank you. So this place will be 2 for this side. And this place will be 2. And this place will be, you said? Will be 3. This place is going to be 3. So we are going to give it to the interface. Then after that, we have to give what we will configure the protocol of what? OSPF. Okay. The link looker, if you listen to the previous video that I just posted, without the link looker, the interface cannot communicate outside. There are some, you know, I can't hear what you are saying. Oh. No, the loopback IP address, if you can give an IP address, because the loopback IP address don't have an IP. So you have to provide it. Okay. But the link local, let me show you something. When you go to, I press on Windows R and I type CMD. And look at my, oh, I type CMD like this. And I type IP config/all. Look at what I'm going to show you something. What is this? And it's what? This one was given automatically. So this one attacked to my physical network port. Let me give you an example, okay? Before they will rename you, you have a number. In our Ghanaian, especially African names, Luba, sit down. Names, we have what? Days to represent you. Those that they were born on Monday. So if somebody gave birth, you see that they ask the person which day the woman gave birth. Oh, Monday. Already they have a name for Monday born people. But it doesn't mean that some people can ignore that particular name and they will prefer their parents naming their child. So if you are number one, they call you firstborn. But if it's firstborn, they will call you firstborn as you have grown up. But the firstborn, after they have given you a name, the firstborn still is there, but it's hidden. So when you go outside and they ask you your name, my name is Jeff, so and so. They ask you, are you which born? Oh, third born. You see how the thing is. Have you seen? So if I'm coming to your house and I said, okay, please, I'm looking for your third born. Your parents know that you are the third born. They will go straight and call, oh, go and call me Jeff, because Jeff is a third born. But if I also enter the house and I say I'm looking for Jeff, they know that Jeff is a third born, the same Jeff. Are you following it? So for the interface must have an IP address. But within the interface, there is what? A link local IP address, purposely for IPv6. So that it can help the interface to send packets outside. If somebody said, my name is Francis Stephen, they will say, you don't have father. Oh yeah, Francis Stephen, do you have father? Francis Stephen Charles. Yes, do you have father? Because in Africa, that is why most of us bears our father's name. So they know they definitely know your lineage, where you are coming from. That makes us unique. Are you following? Because the whites, they don't add their father's names to it. They will just name their children name because they know that everything is like Charles Smith. He finished Charles Smith. So you also go and look Charles Smooth. It's the same thing, but different. But otherwise, we say Charles Amwa, Eddie Amwa, Francis Amwa. You can see that the Amwa emulates you that you come from Amwa's family. So the link local, without the link local, the interface that you gave the IPv6 to cannot send packets. You can't use it to send packets. You can't generate OSPF, neither RIP or ERGRP. You can't configure it. So it's good for you to give the link local an IP what address, but that one is not physical, it's virtual. Remember, the look back interface is not physical, it's what? It's virtual. Shall we go on now? Yes. So after giving this one, now we are coming to give the link local, because already this PC is having its own link local. If you check mine, look, if I put the mouse on it like this, the link local is there. Where is it? Look at it. Have you seen the port link IP address? Then we have the IP address of one that is a 2001 column DB8 column 110 column 100. So for this one to send packet to across, now you've given the router a port IP address. Now the router needs what? Link local IP what? Address to attach to it before you can configure OSPF. Other than if you configure the OSPF, they will tell you that, oh, I need a port to stand on so that I can configure. Unlike other ones, when you configure IPv4 OSPF, like, have you been configuring the loopback IP address? No. Yeah, link local. Thank you. So keep this in mind. That is where the struggle comes from. Some can give a link local IP address like 2000 column 1, then 200 column 2. It will go. Because the system is going to generate its own what? IPv6 for the what? The link local. Meanwhile, you have already given the port IP what? Address. Then after you finish, you just go back and configure your router OSPF IPv6. Then you start your what? The OSPF configuration. Packet will now get access to each other. You understand now? So where we just we left, that was last week. Now we have already given all port what IP address. Remain the link local IP what address, which is going to be the loopback. So if you choose loopback 0 year, you have to choose 1 year. Or you can choose either 0 year, 1 year, any order. Are you following it? So let's go on to our IPv6 configurations. Let's go to the port. Okay, so now go to the config T, then int loopback is 0. I hope you understand now. Loopback, I'm giving loopback this one 0. So enter. So IPv6 address, then bring the question tag. You will see something here. When you bring the question tag, have you seen that we have IPv6 link local address? You seen it? Look, IPv6 what? Local what? IP address. Thank you very much. So if that one is going to be FE80 column 1, then slash 128. Oh, 128. Let's make it column 1, then the question tag again. You just press the question tag again. You can make it 1, 2, but let's do exact what I'm doing, okay? Then followed by what? Link what? Local. Use the link local what? Address. So you just type link local. When you bring the question tag again, you said a carrier follows. You enter. Router 1. I'm on router 1. Have you finished? You didn't bring me my bread. So go to them, maybe we'll talk. Are you done with this one? Are you done? I hope you are done. So, Musa, do it and let's go. Okay. We are done with the other port, which is this particular one. We've given, yes. After you finish creating it, go click enter. Are you done? Now let's go straight to this one. Okay. That is BFR2. Let's go there. So the link local is going to stand in as what? 2. Do you understand? Yes, it's FA18 column 2. Sorry. The look back is going to be 1. Let's choose 1 over here. Look back is going to be 1. Do you understand now? Look back is going to be 1. We choose look back 0. R1. This one we are on BFR2. BFR1, we give a look back. Thank you very much. Look back what? 0. You saw it. It's there. So on the top one to choose look backward, 1. That is what I did over here. Are you done? Are you done? Okay. So IPv6 address, then FE80 column 2. the link local. Link local. You understand now? Got the no, BFR1 is 1, so I'm giving BFR2 as what? 2. Then when you go to BFR3, we choose what? 3. Uh, but we configure router ID as well. Yes, under the OSPF. Enter. So exit. Then let's go to router 3. Let's go to router 3. Let's go to router 3. I'm just going to configure my the line console, okay, so that the router will not log me out. So INT interface look back port, look back 3, look back 3. I hope it's clear. It's look back 2. We choose look back 0, look back 1. Okay, then look back 2. So not maybe for what we are doing. If you don't want the thing to confuse you, at least router 1 look back 1, router 2 look back 2, router 3 look back 3, so that you be okay. Because when you check the number of look backs, look, INT, look on the screen. INT look back. When you press the question tag and the shift, you see the number of look back interface. You see, it's plenty. It's plenty power. It's plenty. So we are choosing. Are we choosing two? Two, eh? Okay, enter. So IPv6 address FE80 column is going to be what? Thank you very much. So the link local. Okay, now we are done with our loopback IP address. Now let's go to router 1 to configure our OSPF. I should go back. Are you done now? Shall we continue? So it's time for us now to configure our OS what? PF. Okay, it's very simple. Now let's try our best to configure it. We are done with our loopback IP address that we end up giving FE80 to the rest of them according to the IP numbers. Okay, so now it's time for us to configure the OSPF on IPv6. Let's see how we can go about it. Let's go to BFR1, BFR1. Now, you have to type router like our normal configuration of what? Yes. But in IPv4, you type what? Router, then you type OSPF. Is that not it? But this one, you have to type IPv6 router. Then OSPF. So when you bring the question tag, it tells you from 1 to 65535. Process what? ID. So we are going to choose a process ID of 100. Okay. Kevin said we should choose 100. So let's choose what? 100. Enter. After you are done, you have to give a router what? ID. So type the router ID. It's 1. So we choose 1.1.1.1. Sometimes they will ask the meaning of the router ID. That is a router identification. Okay, it's very simple. And on IPv4, we only type router OSPF what 100. But IPv6, you type IPv6 router OSPF 100. So let it be in your mind in a different way. After you are done, just type what? Exit. Just type exit. We are not going to type any IP address attached to. That is the most important thing. That is why they said IPv6 is much more faster and also convenience. But now IPv4, you are entering typing what? Network. Type the network, you type the IP address, you type the area 0, then you enter. And the opponent router also, as soon as it comes, they said what? Adjacency. Yes, yes, yes. But this one, have you seen how smooth and simple it looks? Let's go. When you type the exit, you go to the next one, which is router 2. We are going to do it to all the routers. What we just did, then we'll do one after the other. Okay, in router 1, we'll just do one after the other. So let's go to router 2. Go to router 2, then type IPv6 router OSPF, then 100. It said router OSPF 100, OSPF process 100 could not pick a router ID. Please configure manually. Okay, we'll configure manually. So let's see the router ID. That is going to be what? 2.2.2.2. Then you type what? Exit. So what we are just doing is manual thing. Everything, the router ID, router identification. We are doing the manual configuration. Let's go to the BFR3. I hope I'm not running fast. It's cool. Okay, IPv6. Where is Jeff? Router OSPF 100. Everything comes in the same way. So you have to type out router ID 3.3.3.3. Enter. Then you type what? Exit. This is the, we haven't finished. Musa, are you with us? Okay, we haven't finished. Now, the OSPF that we did, we have to apply it on an interface. Very simple. I mean, the OSPF that we did right now. We have to now enable it on an interface. So we enable it on the interface of this serial, the 2GIJ and the serial. So when you're on the router 2, the two serials interface, you apply it on it and tell them enable. Then you come here on the 2, you just apply it. That is what you are coming to do. Then you are done, good to go. Okay, let's go to BFR1. So how many interfaces do we have here? How many? No. How many interfaces do we have here? No. Jeff, how many interfaces do we have here? No. Kelly, how many interfaces do we have here? No. How many interfaces do we have here? Teresa, you are not answering me. It's what? Musa, how many interfaces do we have here? We have 4. Thank you very much. I'll give you a cup of coffee. Okay. Mm. It's 4. Check it well. We have the yellow side an interface. We have the green side an interface. We have the serial an interface. And you omitted the look back. The look back is also an interface. So we are going to give enable the OSPF. Everybody said this one is 1, then this look back is 1. You know that? 2, 3, 4. Because of the look back. We configure the rest of the. We configure the OSPF. You weren't in. So just follow what we are doing. Because I'm already done with what I'm supposed to configure. So the rest, just follow it there. Do we have? I hope you understand. Do you understand now? Uh, but we did a configuration earlier on. That time you were meeting the grandmother at a small place. So make sure that what he show you what we just did earlier on. Then come online. Okay. Okay, let's go on. So we are going to enable it. What we are going to do is that let's enter into the interface. So enter inside the green interface first. So intgij. Mine is 0/0. So 0/0. Enter. I'm inside this one. This one. Then IPv6 OSPF 100 area 0. Before, you see where the area comes in. You see where the area comes in now. Eh? So if it's area 0, then the entire this place is going to stand as what? Area what? 0. Should in case one side is area 0 and one side is area 1, remember the port that links to areas. Then you allocate it. Very simple. We will do the advanced one of IPv6 later on during this week. The advanced one of what? Double areas. Okay. I should do it like test. Yes, I will. Ask your question, Kelly. No, you have to type area. Oh, sorry. It's area 0. Thank you very much. It's good. It's good. It's good, Kelly. You have to type area what? 0. Okay. So that is what you are going to give to all the interface. So since we just gave this one to the interface of GIJ 0/0, then sorry, the SE 0/1/0 also will bear the same thing. GIJ 0/1 will bear the same thing. The look back itself also will bear the same thing. Then when you finish BFR1 and you do the same thing to the various, you know that BFR2 How many interfaces you must have there? It's three. Thank you very much, Kevin. It's three. So you have to also do what you just did to those top what interface. Let me just show you something. I'm just, because of the area, let me just allocate it with a color. Okay. Let me allocate it with a nice color. This place. This nice place. This nice place. Like this. Area 0. Area 0. So every interface that falls within this one is area what? 0. Okay, let's go. Enter. Now type exit. Have you done it already? So you have to continue with that. The IPv6 has not been enabled on that particular interface. But how many of you have yours like this? It went through like this. Then check. If it's like this, and question tag, you see we have the instance, set the OSPF what? Instance. Instance is, it talks about what we call the matrix what? Number. Okay, we call the instance what? Vectors. The number, the latencies it takes. So we are done with the first one, which is the GIG 0/0. So we are going to int 0 GIG 0/1. Okay, so IPv6. What else? Hey, OSPF what? Area what? 0. Okay. You type exit, then you go to the serial, int serial 0/1/0. IPv6. Don't forget to area what? 0. So exit. Then the last one is going to int look backward 0. So IPv6 OSPF 100 area what? 0. So when you are done with this one, which is BFR1, you have to go to BFR2. Okay, go to BFR2. Then inside the BFR2, you enter inside the serial SE0/1 int serial 0/1/0. Then IPv6 OSPF 100 area 0. You see that adjacency? You see adjacency has happened. You seen it? Check. Okay, so type the exit. Then you do justice to what? This one also. This one. So let me just go straight for it as what? 1.1. That is 1, 1. Okay, I'm just typing the same thing like this. then int type exit, int, Kevin, I'm coming again, int, then the look back, that one we choose 1. I remember 1. So you type IPv6 OSPF 100 area 0. So it means how many interfaces so far we've conquered with BFR2? 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so now we are on the router 3. Okay, the router 3. Let's go to the router 3. Then we have to do justice to also 3 over there, which is the 3 interface INT NT SE 0/0/0. That is mine. Okay, so IPv6 OSPF 100 area 0. Then you said, okay. Then adjacent also what appear. Now type exit. Then you go to the intgij 0/0. So IPv6 OSPF 100 space area 0. Type exits. Then the loopback, sorry, int loopback, we choose 2. Remember, 2. So IPv6 OSPF. Jeff, are you okay? 100 area what? 0. Then it means that you are good to go. You are good to go. You are good to go. Yes, we haven't finished with the ACL on IPv6. We haven't started. This is just a preliminary one, just to set our routers down. Now we will do the permission of the TCP IP port numbers based on the ACL, purposely for, yes, IPv6. So this one, the way we are heading towards is into detail. Yes, okay, into detail. Thank you very much. At least you have done, if you can ping from one end to another. We have an IP address of this. Let's check and see what will happen. We are dealing with the IPv6. So let me highlight this one and copy. Then after that, I'll go straight to this place, maybe on the server, Or let me just copy the server on. Let me copy the server on rather and see what will happen. That is the server's IP address. Okay, somebody have his own ping. You are pinging yours. Let's see. So you type the ping. This is the have you seen? So it's responding. So so far we haven't done tests yet. I'm standing on AMA, pinging the server, which is 201. Okay, so please do justice to it and make sure that tomorrow when God come and we gathered ourselves like this, at least we'll do the rest of the configuration as well. Please don't forget to share and also subscribe so that at least we can head in towards something. Thank you very much for being with me. I love you guys. We'll meet tomorrow.